Got ourselves team 1 picking up Saya this time around, but also Argenda Gord. That name, Argenda Gord, it's just so, what are these Pandaren feces I'm looking at here? Argenda Gord is such a weird name for me, and I've seen a lot of these guys with weird ass names here on EU in particular. Like this guy's name is Feck, F-E-K. That's literally his name. We got Stretch Bum. We got Smog too. Well, Smog ain't weird. Rick ain't weird. Jayhawk ain't weird. Leo ain't weird of a name. But I'd say definitely a lot of weird names over in the EU. But for some reason, my brain struggles with Argenda Gord. Because I want to call him like Argenda Lord or something. Like Argenda Cheese, but not quite. Polly out for Jay, who's back on his undead mages. I love seeing it, man. Got him some full burst, Leo over the wall. Got him some a bunch of damage. Beatrice coming down with the Phoenix. Blast him, but you can't target the Phoenix. It's just in a good spot that you can blasting away at you. It's actually doing a decent bit of damage. Hold on, as long as you keep the Shaman out in the open, the Phoenix should be able to connect with him every single time. Tried to set out an orb, doesn't quite connect. Got himself a bit of an interrupt, but it is going to be weighted out on. Jay taking a little bit of damage while Leo picking up a lot of recovery. Ring of Frost does catch him, as it gives him an opportunity behind the wall to go for that shifting power without breaking any CC with Jay with yet another poly. And give himself just a little bit more dam, but otherwise he's going to be good. I feel like next patch, Arcane Mages might be insane, by the way. They really have potential to be actually nuts, man. Like literally insane, because they got some really good looking tier sets coming out really soon. Got him some full burrow down for Leo. And another block out for Jay. Just a full-on recovery for this man as he's building up those Spellfire spheres above his head. So in 22 seconds, he'll be able to summon up the Phoenix again. He really gotta get Leo out in the open for that Phoenix, right? Or potentially use that Phoenix as a defensive play, right? Hide behind the pillar, but if Phoenix got out and open as a sentry turret looking at Leo, is gonna go for a knockback with the sphere. Trinkets out for Jay. But the more missiles you can break through. No, wait, hold on. What is that barrage there for a second? Touch of the Magic is up. He's got him some big damage apparently. That was a big barrage there for a second. What the hell was that all about? Still got him some more missile damage. Building, building, and building. Does he have another barrage? Those barrages can randomly just spike up, man. So now he can actually go for another Phoenix. He's going to go for a bit of that shifting power to get touch the Magi, breath, and everything available. Leo is about half his health, a little bit less than that. But as long as Leo does not get too much Maelstrom, it is going to be a little bit hard for him to really end up getting a lot of catch up. Because he's got to spend a global offensively and then spend a global defensively to get himself up to full. So for Jay, this could be an opportunity, man. This could be a real opportunity. Goes in for a kick onto Leo with a breath into a poly evocation right after. Trinket lasso out of Leo, but now he doesn't have really much of an answer. Jayhawk could go for some damage. Actually could prime his damage off of that Earth Elemental, but he's in a spot where he just can't really stand next to Leo while his sentence is active. That shield is absorbing all that damage though. Literally all of it. Those Tempests, however, do not feel good whatsoever. Try to go for a kick. Doesn't quite get it. Polymorph attempt. Polymorph again. Does get hit with a what looks like an Earthshock, but I'm pretty sure just full take Blaze. That was such a decent setup by Jayhawk, honestly. Like, it looked like he just got pummeled, but the entire time he's like, okay, I got a setup. I got a poly. I got the trinkets. I got this. I got that out of this guy. I'm dealing with this. I'm dealing with that. I just need to land a bit of damn. And I could just go off and damn, just go off on load and just could never get himself a proper like arcane surge going at all, which is super unfortunate. It's just super rough. Constantly pressured by a shaman who's just ready with a kick, holding that thing the entire time, man. Glad mount from Timu, which one? Which one is that one, Tao? Hold on a second, which is the glad mount for Timu, man? Where? Rick trying to see if he can get himself around the angle here. As Leo backing up out of there, but I can't smell it just barreling down into him. No matter where he go, he can't escape. I'm just gonna have a Shavara chasing after him, looking for that CC. Doesn't get caught by a corner, but still in line inside of Rick. With a fear to follow up, Chaos Bolt, Fast Bolt, into Lassalar after. That's the one without armor. Oh, yeah, it is kind of. You know what? It is a cool ass mount. At least they gave the people, a version of that mount. All right. Dude, and actually that mount is a pain in the ass to obtain. It's not like you literally walk up and just like loot it from the ground. You literally have to do a whole grind for it. So it's like, I think it's earned. As someone who's done the grind, it is awful. It's earned. Telling you, dude. Telling you. Fear out for Leo. Rick trying to see if he can back up out of this. Suck him to see for a second. Does break out of it. Quick kick right after. I think you can do kicks while in Ghost Wolf, right? Is that what I saw? Because I saw the wolf, the fox form you have going on. Busting out that Shavara. Having to resummon a fast one. I haven't seen a pet like that fall that quick in a while. But Ascend apparently could bust out a pet. Rick just trying to see if he can back up out of it. He's so ripped out of his body. Or soul ripping soul of Leo out of his body. Fear for a second. Almost line deck bolt. Does pick up a heal to live the bolt with a lasso. Trick it out for Rick with an AoE fear. Got him some Emotes. And he's going to go for a second emo? Unless he missed the first one? Or something? I don't even know why he doubled emoed. Unless he's just trying to get that dot to be super, super long. Trying to see if he can get an angle. Bolt fast. Oh! Leo's able to live that first bolt some way, somehow. Bulwark consumed completely by the Pit Lord into a ruination. Does a little bit of damage. Rick is under trouble, though. Rick under pressure. Walling this off. Bolt one. Leo may need something. Does try to go for a kick. Doesn't quite connect. Leo got a wall. That's going to be enough to help him live here. Big heals out for Rick. Leo needs a heal of his own. He can't burrow, but it doesn't matter. There's just way too many demons surrounding him. All those Infernos and an Overlord on top of it. Dragbird trying to see if he catch up. Deep Breath does not connect with Rick, unfortunately. I don't know if he has cooldown. He does have CD reduction, actually. He could go time warp. He could completely warp time and get all the cooldowns back. But he's trying to see if he can catch up to Rick. And Rick being a Dractheer, by the way. With those glides, he's got so much mobility that a Warlock normally would have. Look at that glide. It lets him get around that edge, just skirting, sliding across that side of the wall the entire time. You're able to keep up, or at least be ahead of Dragbird. An actual dragon. Time skip. There it is. That's exactly what it needed, is a big time skip. That's going to give him breath and everything back really quickly. Oh, as he tried to go for a sleep, Succubus catches him, though, with a stun around the corner. Immolate, that's going to be a decent bit of damage. Drac is still okay, though. He's still okay. He just needs to find a way to catch up to Rick. Just needs to find a way to catch up to Rick. Upheal for a second. Eruptions to follow up. That's a decent bit of damage. Hold on. He's actually doing a lot of damage. Let's try to see if he can back up out of it. He needs just a little bit of healing. Living Flame and Eruptions to continue doing damage, but he definitely needs a little bit of healing. Shields are in. May need to wall this. Does slow down Rick. May need another deep breath. I don't know if he has it available. He does have Tip the Spear, so maybe to Tip the Scale. Maybe that'll help him a little bit. If you were to follow Dragbird, taking a bit of damage. Summon burns him. Overlord, I think, is going to take him out, though. Overlord does it. I'm taking him out behind the pillar. As I think he cheated death right before it, which is super unfortunate. Our Agenda Lord going to be up next. Flagellation onto Rick with a cloak, Shadow Blades, everything. Looking for him, but Rick is nowhere near to be found. He's nowhere near the other pillar. And our Agenda Cloak Shadows is going to be gone. Vanish is available. Does catch up to Rick. Stun. Nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. Does spawn in, I think, a Chaos Mother at the end. Just to watch over his death. That's it. Who's up next? Is it going to be Smog too? Is it going to be Stretch? Is it going to be Feck? That is the Feral Druid. It's F. It's like F-E-K. It's almost like a Irish way. it's like what Irish people say. From what I know, that is an Irish thing. F-E-K. Feck. Fire Breath immediately onto our Agenda. I'm surprised the Fire Breath does not. This is what I meant. Aug can do a lot of damage. Look at that burst. Holy. This is what I was saying, chat. This is what I was saying earlier. Aug can do some insane burst. Hold on a second. Blinding him. Woo! He just got killed by those dragons flying by. That was just a passive thing. That was 100% a passive effect. Does get a kick on the Midari for a second. Sleepwalking, but doesn't catch up to him. He's looking for another sleepwalk. Midari does get caught. I don't even know how he got caught. Does trickle out of it. Fire Breath. I don't even know if they're connected. Upheaval definitely does connect. Does not get himself a stun with that landslide. But Smog definitely got himself a hell of an advantage. Look at that Aug burst, man. Can he do it again is the question. Will he be able to do it again? We'll find out in a bit here. He does have, looks like, what is it? Looks like you have two spatials. It's like a talent that allows him to cast while moving, although Evokers already have that natively. It's just they could share that with another class. I don't know if it'll actually let you do that though, right? Maybe? Maybe I'm wrong about that. Does have himself Shroud. The thing is, Shroud, however, can be purged by Shadow Priest. But still, it's going to help you. It's going to mean that Madara is going to have to go through at least 3 globals to try to get something going for you. And if you can land a Sleepwalk too, that'd be great. Try to go for Sleepwalk. It's going to go actually in true. Oh, he dispelled one of them. Fire Breath. Does not break sleep, which is crazy. Upheaval to follow. Does go for disperse. For Smog, is just going to back up out of there. That's actually not the worst move. I think what you really wanted to do is maybe go for a knockup, maybe landside right after for that stun, and then follow up with a couple of eruptions, because he got himself lots of potential damage. Next eruptions are going to do a ton. It is going to close the gap with another sleepwalk. That is going to be a pet joining in. He can take it out. It barely has enough damage to take it out, though. Just barely. Does have a maybe setup. Deep breath is all he needs. Sleepwalk again. Silenced. Dark Ascension. He's kind of limited what he can do. That's an opportunity for Midari to go some damage. Sleepwalk right after. Smog is going to have to do whatever he can for heals. He got himself wall with a deep breath. Does not connect with Midari for some reason. Trying to see if he catch back up. Big eruption. And gold. Eruption 1, eruption 2, eruption 3. Oh, isn't enough though. Isn't enough. He needs one more hit. One more. Oh, he does get it. He does get it some way, somehow. Was Saya going to be last or left over for the team one? Saya, you better give this man an honorable match, man. Better give him an honorable match. Actually, maybe... Oh, wait, he got mage food. Okay, he's got mage food. Yo, give this boy a chance, dude. That evoker damage, though. He's got a sub-rogue. I was surprised how much damage he did to the sub-rogue. With a Shadow Priest, I thought potentially there's a chance here just because Shadow Priest, 1, don't have mobility, so outrunning an evoker might be hard. 2, once the evoker is doing full burst, you could technically try to shut it down, but if they have, like, Shroud, it's going to be very, very hard to shut down. So I thought maybe against Shadow Priest, it might be doable. Oh, Saya. I want to get that mount. Why do you look so tiny in that thing? Is that me or does Saya look really tiny? Like, too big for this mount? It's a cool looking mount. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I need to go get it myself. Sleepwalker to Saya. Does he trinket it? I don't know if he does. Smog is going to go for Nullifying Shroud. Fireball, Saya can't stop it. Is that going to be full go for Smog? Backs up out of there. Having to use hover twice to get back in. Eruptions up back is going to be able to get at least some damage to Saya. That is a decent bit of damage, though. Every time he does an eruption ability, that is a decent bit of damage. Got himself another Sleepwalk. He's taking a lot of damage, though. He can CC Saya at the very least. He can try to go for whatever heal he can. May need something extra here. I don't know what else he can do. I think it might be lights here. Deep breath, stunning sight, immediate trinket, sleepwalk to follow. Goes in for a kick, does get to alter time it. Looking for a heal, but Saya does catch him. That was actually a decent bit of burst damage, though. The evoker almost had Saya bubble or something. Lay on hands shoes available. Saya tried not to give up lay on hands if you can. The Feral Druid is going to be up next as Feck. Wait, you give him a Earth Shield? Don't give him Earth Shields. That's your own buff, not the buff to give. Bop immediately out of Saya, though. And the Feral having to back up out of the bar skin. Mainly just need a wall here, but he's trying to say wall to match that bubble later. He's definitely going to have to get over to Saya immediately as soon as he can to get those bleeds in, because you're not going to be able to heal much, my guy. I love you, Mog, by the way. I like the dress helm, but you're not going to be able to heal much, unfortunately. Wait, I like how his Mog matches his like feral form, by the way. Has like similar color scheme to it. Stun to Saya, convoke the spirits. It's probably going to be a bubble. Saya does not need a bubble some way, somehow. Hopefully there's enough bleeds on there. Effect hit with a stun. Try to see if we go for that Wake of Ashes. Is it going to be enough though? Feral, does he get out of there? Oh, hammer. Hammer down. Was Strange Bum going to be last one left? But I feel like with Saya, you're going to end up living up to that name. Saya hits very, very hard. He's still got to lay in hands on a bubble. He's going to lay in hands on himself to get his health up. And he's going to lay his hands on you after. I know it's 4th of July, but after he's done with you, it's going to feel like it's Valentine's Day. Saya just trying to see if he can get himself a little bit of resources. I'm surprised he's just holding on to the lay in hands. What if Straight Bum just comes in and he just does the most amount of damage, dude? Just the most unexpected damage. Hits him with a full Wake of Ashes and a Dawn Light. Never mind. Never mind. This guy actually just is living up to his name already. Like, that's just one Wake of Ashes and a Templar. And the man is basically dead. Like, how do you fight against that? How do you fight against a Paladin that could just do that at 75% dampening? Like, you ain't healing. You ain't healing. It's over. You know what I mean? You ain't healing that. What is happening? The Evoker, though, did such a good job. I love seeing Aug getting some play. Weird that Aug is more viable than Devrick now. Unless you talk about, like, RBGs, maybe. But Aug seems like a lot more viable with, like, that burst. Let's get another one going, boys, yeah?